Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm really excited to do. It's going to be a new Will I Buy It? This is the series that I post every single Wednesday, chatting over the new makeup releases, talking about what has my attention and what I'm planning to pass over. I will have my playlist link down below. I also started the community playlist, so any creator who makes this style of new releases video can add theirs to the playlist if you want to see what a bunch of people are thinking about all of these different releases. I'm filming this on Monday, like I normally do, for the Will I Buy It, since they go up Wednesday morning. And I don't know, I was going through my screenshots that I've gone through, like looking through the Trend Mood One Instagram and the Indie Makeup Spotlight Instagram, and just kind of browsing what I was tagged in and such. And I think this week is going to be shorter than last week because that was a very long video, but a lot of the like kind of promos and what's going out right now is or was for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and that is already passed. So hopefully I won't mess up and mention something that maybe was like an exclusive for those dates, but hopefully we'll get a good handle on it. But did you guys do any Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping? I would love to know. I was actually flying on Friday. Mitch and I went to visit my family who is stationed in Alabama. So we went down for the week to celebrate Thanksgiving with them, and we actually flew home on Friday. So I've never done Black Friday shopping, like going to stores and like all of that. I've never done that. I just don't think it sounds like something that I would like to partake in. And sometimes I do a little bit of shopping online, but even though we were just hanging at the airport, I didn't buy anything. No, that's a lie. I bought one thing for my niece right before I left in the morning. I bought her a Christmas present. She asked for a planner. I recently got a planner from Plum Paper, I believe is what they're called, and they were having like 30% off on Black Friday, so I bought that for her Christmas gift. So I lied to you. I did buy one thing. And then today's Cyber Monday and that I'm filming, and so far I haven't bought anything. I don't know, I feel like I'm just more concerned with buying for the people that I buy for the holidays than I am for myself. And I hope I don't regret it, because I have seen some really good sales going on right now, but I just don't feel like I need anything at the moment. And another Sephora like promotion, I don't think it's like a sale, but I saw that just got announced. So trying to reel myself in over here. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so Colourpop. Oh, Colourpop always has a lot going on, but I felt like this week especially, and to be honest, I'm actually a little bit frustrated by a few things, but I'll jump into those. But they did release a new holiday collection. I want to say another because they've released so many collections recently. I'm like, which one is your holiday collection? I will say this one does look very pretty and very holiday-esque. It's the Good as Gold eyeshadow palette. They have the Solid Gold collection. And so they have a lot of different items in here. So we have the shadow palette for $18. There's metallic liquid liners for $9. They have some different lip bundles, which looks like it has a lip liner and a lipstick in there. I really do like Colourpop lip liners. I actually have one on today in Oh Snap. So they have a few different lip bundles that you can grab. They have lashes for $8. I do really like the Colourpop lashes. I mentioned them recently, and I do like them. So let's see, let me click on, I'm just looking on their website. So the eyeshadow palette, you get 12 different shades. Like I said, it's $18. This one does look very pretty. Again, I like the gold packaging. Once again, we have a butterfly on the inside of it. They just released their butterfly collection, but gold makes me think, it makes me think like holiday, but it also makes me think like New Year, and that's just kind of like the vibe that I get. But it does look like a very beautiful palette. It says rich golds and blingy metallics, and in this one they have a brand new foiled finish. It says to create your ultimate glam look. That has me a little bit curious. I don't know, looking at these, I don't think there's any glitters. I'm just kind of looking at the swatches on the website, which would be nice because I know a lot of people are really frustrated with the glitters and such, but it does look like a really pretty palette. And as I'm filming, I know Colourpop is having like 30% off their website, so they were one of the websites that I went to this morning. Like, do I need anything? I feel like now would be the time to grab something if I did, but I haven't placed an order yet. This one is available now, so I'll have my links down below. I'm going a little bit back and forth. I feel like even some of the tones in here kind of look like what I have on my eyes right now, which is actually Colourpop Super Shock shadows that were in my Shop My Stash bag for this month. I think I might be able to dupe it a bit. And honestly, gold, I like gold and I do wear gold, but it's truly not one of my most worn colors. I like purple and I like reds and I like oranges. So straight gold I don't go for super often, but I don't even know if I feel like there's there's this one really beautiful, it's called Gold Star shade, but I don't know, the Odd Team looks very beautiful. Like some of these shimmers in here do look really, really nice. I feel like if I end up placing a Colourpop order today, which is a bit of an if, but if I do, I feel like this is one that I would add to my cart, especially so right now it's saying it's on sale for $12.60, and I like the Colourpop formula and all of that. But I feel like out of everything in the collection, that is what I would go for the most. The metallic liquid liners don't really interest me. I feel like it goes along well with the collection, but and again, the lip bundles, Colourpop, I do really like their lip liners, but the actual lipsticks and like the Luxe lipsticks and the Velvet Blurs, I don't have a favorite formula from them, so I don't think I would grab the Luxe lipsticks. The lashes also do look really pretty, but I really do like my Queenies. So again, if I wanted to repurchase lashes, I would probably repurchase the style in Queenie. But the other pair that kind of got my attention was Honey. I feel like those look really pretty, and the lashes are $8. So I don't know, I'm filming this a little bit later. I kind of got a little sidetracked with just everything that I've been trying to work on this morning. So I was kind of hoping if I decided to place an order, I would do it before I filmed this video so I could tell you what I decided to go with, but then I didn't. But I like the palette. Again, it's just, I don't know what I pay full price for. Do I really feel like I need it? That's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't want to buy something just because it's on sale. You know, like I don't want that to be the only reason I'm buying it. I want to buy something because I really do want it, and then ooh, look, it's on sale. Like that's exciting. So that's kind of a thing with deals and Black Friday and Cyber Monday and sales and all of that. I want to buy things just to buy them. I mean, buying just to buy is not good, but also buying something that you didn't really want, but you're like, oh, it's on sale, because I don't think that you're actually saving money that way. You know what I mean? They have a bunch of different sets out as well. They have some with Soul Body, which I actually do have a little Soul Body on today. I tried to use the shimmering dry oil because this sweater, I don't know if it's supposed to be off shoulder, but it falls down a ton. So I just figured I'd like try to fancy myself up a little bit. I have sets with some of the dry oils. They have like a mini collection that you can purchase as well. They have a set with Fourth Ray Beauty, and they also have a bunch of different vaults on their website right now too. So they have the big vaults. They have the big box of lippy sticks. That's a vault. They have the lippy pencil vault. I do like the lippy pencils. A lip crayon vault. They actually sent me their vault of their cream gel liners, which I'm very excited for. They have the Dream Big monochromatic palette vault for $49, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different palettes in there. The monochromatic palettes, the blue, the green, the orange, the purple, the yellow, and the red. They have glitter vaults. I mean, they really did the most, I feel like, with their holiday collection. So again, I'll have the Colourpop website linked down below if you would be interested in it, but I don't think any of the vaults I really feel like I would need, but they are, I mean, again, there are some good ones in there. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about with Colourpop that, I don't know, it's just kind of rubbing me the wrong way, if you will. It says that they have a bunch of like Ulta exclusives, and there's some more eyeshadow palettes in here. Like there's 3 more eyeshadow palettes. There's some of their Juicy Lips. There's some Super Shocks. It is a little bit confusing because reading the Trend Mood post, it's saying lashes, but it's the lashes that are in this gold collection, Honey, Dame, and Minx. So I don't really understand that, but I know that like a big thing this year has been talking about like how much brands are coming out with and how oversaturated the market is, and Colourpop is definitely one of those that is like one of the top offenders of like repeatedly coming out with new products and new collections. I mean, they truly release something nearly every single week, and I feel like it's like hard enough to keep up with Colourpop as it is. But when they start doing these Ulta exclusives, and then it gets a little bit confusing because I've seen things before say that they're an Ulta exclusive, but then they show up at Colourpop, or there's been items that are like only available on the Colourpop website and then they show up at Ulta Beauty. And as a consumer, I just get a little bit confused and all of that. So already, once again, with this saying they're Ulta Beauty exclusives, but I can see some of the items on the website, I don't know. It's just a little bit weird to me, and it just feels like it's not necessary. And I don't know. I know that Ulta is obviously a very popular retailer and they have a really good points program, and they have, you know, they're very accessible with all of the different stores and all of that. So I get it, and I get why you would want your products in there for people who don't shop on your website, and Colourpop doesn't have a store, which, you know, is typically a big reason why they can keep their costs so low and still produce so much and all of that. So I get it, but it just is like, it feels unnecessary to me, and it feels like a lot. Even when I'm preparing to make these videos and I'm looking at all of the information and I see just like this huge scroll of items to talk about from one brand, it is very overwhelming. And there's been so many times with Colourpop in the past that I don't buy something from them because I'm just overwhelmed, because maybe I just placed an order, or maybe I'm just, you know, trying to go through their website and see what's new and all of that, and it kind of takes away some of like that fun feeling of like, ooh, something new is releasing, like this is exciting. It kind of takes that away when you do launch not only something new every single week, but you launch like 20, 30 items every single week. It's kind of, it feels like a lot. And there's been times where I have skipped over items that I actually ended up really loving. I do get some PR from Colourpop, but that doesn't mean that I can't say when I get frustrated about things. And I feel like I kind of go like this with Colourpop. Like sometimes I'm really like, yes, yes, yes. And other times I'm like, just slow down, like just slow down. And I don't know, something about this week of seeing their holiday collection, all of the vaults they came out with, all of the mini sets they came out with, and then all of these Ulta exclusives. It's just so much, and there's so many people. I read my comments, I see the messages of people saying like, I'm a Colourpop collector and I want all these palettes, I want all the monochromatic palettes, I want all of this. And I'm just thinking, how can you do that? Where would you even put everything? Like, I mean, it just is like, that's what I think in my mind. But I'm thinking like the Sweet Talk palette, I decided not to purchase that because I was too overwhelmed with Colourpop. I got it sent to me. It's my favorite Colourpop palette. The Going Coconuts palette, I didn't think I would be interested in that one. I recently got it sent to me, and it's truly like, I keep using it. I took it on my Thanksgiving trip with me. Like, it's just kind of one of those things where I feel like I'm gonna miss gems from the brand because I'm too overwhelmed with everything that they keep producing. So I don't know, that's just one thing I want to say. I try to talk about the new releases and just kind of how I'm feeling in these videos. This is kind of my chance, my weekly like sound off of what I'm feeling, and that's just kind of how I'm feeling. I just got really overwhelmed this week with everything going on and with the Ulta exclusives. I don't know, with all of that. I have one more thing from Colourpop that I do want to make sure I touch on. If I didn't think it was important, I'd probably just skip over it, honestly. But they are doing their new collaboration with NKLA or No Kill LA. This is a Super Shock Shadow in Positively Perfect, which is $7. All net proceeds are donated to Best Friends Animal Society, dedicated to ending the killing of dogs and cats in America's shelters. This one is Positively Perfect for $7. It says it's a rosy copper with bright gold and violet flecks, and it says sold out right now on the website. And I just didn't notice it because, again, I'm just being super overwhelmed. If it was available today, I would buy it, but I think that this one looks really beautiful. A lot of times I've bought in some of the their collabs that they do with NKLA in the past, and I think that this one looks really pretty. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Super Shocks, I really like that they team up and do something like this. It's one thing that I think is really great about the brand, and I really enjoy when brands do something like this. So I would purchase it. So if it either comes back, I think that I would like to grab this one. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out too, because I do think that's an important thing, and I really do like that Colourpop does that. Like I mentioned, Sephora is going to be having a promo, not a sale, but a promotion that they typically run every year in December, and that is where you get money off a $75 purchase. So it's going to be December 5th through December 17th. For Rouge, you get $25 off your order of $75 or more. VIB is $20 off, and Insider is $15 off. Rouge does start December 4th, VIB and Insider start December 5th, and they both end on the 17th. So again, this is on a purchase of $75 or more, depending on what your tier is, you can get that money off. So I think every year since I really started getting into makeup and shopping a lot at Sephora, I think I have redeemed this. Okay, we have another new item from Haus Labs, which is Lady Gaga's makeup brand. So I touched on their holiday collection last week, I believe it was. And they have a new eyeshadow palette. This one is, I think it's called the Glam Room eyeshadow palette. I don't see a price or a date on it yet. It just says coming soon online and also at Amazon. You can purchase Haus Labs products on Amazon also. I have to say, when I first saw this palette, as I was just like scrolling through looking at the new makeup releases, looking at the inside of it, I don't think I would have thought this was coming from Lady Gaga's brand. I don't know, when I think of Lady Gaga and her makeup and her style and I don't know, her fashion, her everything, I wouldn't really picture this palette. Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? No, because I also, like, she's come out with, you know, other items as well that maybe I would think is a little bit more her, but I also don't think it's a bad thing to try to reach another audience. And I mean, this is a very neutral eyeshadow palette, which, you know, still is very popular, especially outside of the online beauty community. A lot of people still go for these types of palettes. They still sell very well. So I think that it does make sense. I just was a little bit like, oh, I don't think I would have expected that from Lady Gaga and her style and all of that. When I first look at it, my mind kind of goes towards Lawless Beauty, and they just recently came out with the Little One eyeshadow palette, which I did purchase. This one is an 8-pan palette, but it looks like very similar in shades to this one. So when I look at this, I don't feel like it's something that I need to run out and grab. I think that it's going to be very easily duped in my eyeshadow palette collection. Now, I have a very large collection, which I know not everyone does, but it's a little bit easier for me to try to find similarities in my collection. And this one here, I just don't feel like it would add anything new to my collection. I haven't tried anything from Haus Labs yet either myself. So again, I touched on this, I think last week, that sometimes when purchasing from like that first item from a newer brand to me, I really need to like feel like quite a pull to get there, because I tend to find myself being very loyal to the same brands. And I mean, that goes with makeup, it goes with fashion, it goes with clothing, with lifestyle items. I get very loyal to the same companies, the same brands, the same retailers and whatnot. So when I go to like branch out, which I try, especially being on YouTube, I like to branch out and all of that. But sometimes it's like that first item has to really convince me to give it a go. And that eyeshadow palette just didn't really do much for me. So Linda Hallberg is going to have some new releases for holidays. It says, look who's back with new metallic colors. The Enchanted Mysteries palette by Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. So this is $59, includes 2 metallic and 2 duochrome finishes. Formula can be used wet and dry on the eyes, face, lips, or body, and will be available December 2nd online at Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. This looks really beautiful. I remember the ones that she came out with last year, and I was actually planning to purchase them, and I was excited about it. There was a red in there, and it just screamed holiday to me. I had never tried anything from the brand, but I've heard good things, and I was like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna try. It's expensive. I mean, $59 for 4 products. That's expensive, and I think the shipping would be expensive as well, but I was like, I'm gonna do it. I was excited about it, and then I actually got a message from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics saying that they wanted to send me that product, and I was like, no way, this is so exciting. Like, I'm so pumped. And I wrote back, I was like, yes, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much. I was just saying that I wanted to try this, gave my address, and it never came, which is fine. That happens a lot. Honestly, that happens, right? Like, there's been so many times where like I try not to get excited when I get messaged about something, because then there's so many times where it doesn't show up. So it's not just that brand. I literally hold nothing against them. It happens. I know, probably especially around holiday time and the craziness, like no hard feelings over here. But what made me sad is that I was planning to buy it, but then knowing it was coming, it was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna wait for it to come. And then it never came, and then I was like, well, I don't know, $59 is a lot for 4 shadows, and everyone's already reviewed it, and it's already been out there, and it's gonna take a while to ship to me. So I ended up not getting it. So I I was bummed about that because I would have bought it. I was planning to. I was so excited about it, and then I didn't. So I was bummed. This one I do think is really beautiful as well, but I don't think that I would get enough use out of these shades to justify the $59. I don't really go for greens a ton. That gold in there, once I saw it swatched, it's more of like, it's almost like an antique gold looking shadow, which again, I was just saying, I don't wear gold a ton. Then you have that really dark shade and then a lighter, like very sparkly, almost like glittery looking shade. That one's probably would be like my most use out of the bunch. So I just don't think I would get enough use out of this one, but it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to see people with these looks and all of that, but I'm gonna pass on that. From the account Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is run by Amy Loves Makeup, I believe I chatted about her last week and she had a collaboration, which is very exciting. But I see that she posted that Ace Beauté is coming out with 2 different palettes. There's the Scarlet Dusk palette, so the Vintage Dawn palette. These are both launching December 2nd. I don't see prices on these yet though. They do, I think that they both look pretty. Again, I haven't tried anything from Ace Beauté, so it doesn't really call to me a ton. The Scarlet Dusk, I think, calls my attention a little bit more. It just has more shadows in here that I think that I would get more use out of. But again, it's just nothing that when I see it, I'm like, I absolutely must have this. I don't have anything like it. Like, I couldn't dupe any of the shades. The Vintage Dawn palette does have some cool colors in there. Like, it looks almost like a khaki green and a really cool blue. So that one looks like a fun one, but again, it's just not anything that caught my attention enough. So Nabla Cosmetics, I talked about their new palette last week, but they also have a few other items in the Mystic collection. We have Glimmer Light, a multi-use illuminating palette loaded with hyper reflective and mirrored sparkles, and then also their Dreamy Creamy Liquid Lipstick. These are going to be available November 28th, so they are available now. I'll have it linked down below. I can't believe it's December, by the way. That's like I just like don't even understand what's going on there, but there's that. I think out of everything from the collection, I'm still most interested in that eyeshadow palette. I think that would be the one thing, since I've never tried Nabla, I think that would be the one thing that is most calling to me out of everything. Some new eyeshadow palettes coming out from Revolution or I Heart Revolution. There is the Teddy Bear palette for $15. There's also a Pooch's shadow palette for $15 and the Donut Tray donut palette kit for $18. Okay, so looking at these, kind of like looking at the teddy bear ones and such, this is just not my kind of makeup vibe. I mean, I'm sure other people really enjoy it, but it just isn't my kind of thing. I don't see myself ever using something like this. I mean, my mind kind of immediately goes to like the kids makeup and what I used to buy at like Claire's and stuff. And I don't, again, I'm not saying that to be rude because I know we all have different makeup tastes and preferences and whatnot, but I'm just speaking what's out of my mind when I look at those, and I'm just kind of like, nah, not for me. Cosmetics is coming out with these new liquid glitter eyeshadows, a gel-based formula, long-lasting, quick drying in 8 shades. They are $5 each. So, you know, definitely, of course, my mind goes to like the Stila glitter and glows and all of that. If these would be, you know, a $5 dupe for them, I think that could be a really awesome thing because the Stilas are $24. Pixie also really has really good liquid glitter shadows, and those I think are still like $15 or $18 or something like that. So they're not that much more inexpensive than the Stila. Elf, I kind of just been kind of like meh on Elf. I don't know, I really like their new concealer. I did a video about my like affordable favorites of the year for 2019, and I mentioned their concealer, but I feel like everything else is just kind of like mostly a miss for me with Elf. But again, if these could be good dupe products, I think that would be pretty amazing, but not rushing out to grab them myself. I honestly don't wear the liquid glitters a ton. Every once in a while I try to mix it up, but I feel like I have enough Stilas and Pixies in my collection that I'm good. Just the last thing I have to talk about is it looks like Manny MUA is doing a collaboration with Morphe. Looks like it will include an eyeshadow palette, maybe some other items. We don't have a full thing yet, but I thought I would end it on this because I'm not sure why I'm feeling just kind of in like an annoyed mood today. I don't know what's going on. I had a good morning and everything. I don't know, I curled my hair. I got my glow oil on, but for some reason I'm just like feeling kind of and when I saw that like Morphe was doing the collab with Manny, I was just like I feel like Morphe is just one of those brands that continues to only collab with the same handful of people to promote the same handful of people. Even like on their Instagram, they have the same people that they continue to work with, and they continue to post their photos even if it's not even like the person's not even wearing their makeup. It'll be like, they used Morphe brushes for this look, and it's like, what? There's so many people that do amazing looks and tutorials and photos with their products, and then you put like, it just is kind of mind-boggling to me. I was thinking about doing a video chatting about like my pet peeves that brands do or something like that, and that would definitely be one of them. If you'd want to see it, let me know. You can tell what kind of mood I must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, but I don't know, it just feels like the same thing over and over and over again, and I can't say that I'm super interested in it. I mean, of course, congratulations to Manny for doing a collab with Morphe. I think that's great. He also has his own beauty line. Again, Morphe seems to collab with a lot of people that already have makeup lines. It's just kind of a confusing thing to me, but I don't own a brand, so I am not, you know, I can't make decisions like that. So that's really all that I can say there. But again, not trying to take away like an excitement over someone getting a collaboration. I would never want to do that. But I don't know. I have to be honest, when I see it, and I was just kind of like, huh, okay. Like, that's just how I feel, to be honest. But you'll have to let us know if you are interested in that. But that is where I'm going to wrap up this week's Will I Buy It video. Hopefully it'll be a little bit shorter. The editing is probably going to be very choppy because my Instagram is doing that thing where I can't pull up a page at all. So I was actually trying to read either off my screenshots or a Facebook or Twitter to try to find the new releases or the brands pages because my Instagram app sucks. So that's probably also did not help my mood in this video. But if you've made it this far, there's also a giveaway in here. Hope you didn't already click out of this video, because we about to get in that. So I am doing my 25 days of giveaways in December once again. So every single day through the 25th of December, I will have a giveaway. A giveaway is going to either go live on my YouTube channel, so I'll put them into the videos here, or on my Instagram. A lot of times it's going to be in my stories, or over on my Twitter. So I'll have links to my Instagram and Twitter below, so you definitely want to follow along there because there's going to be daily chances to win up until December 25th, which is Christmas, so I'm very excited about that. My holiday giveaway did also go live on YouTube as well. It is in my latest Q&A that I did. My holiday giveaway isn't there. There's 4 winners, 2 on YouTube, 1 on Instagram, and 1 on Twitter. So these are the 3 platforms that I'm the most active on. So I wanted to do a giveaway across all of them, and then again have the daily giveaways just kind of in different areas. So for today's giveaway, I've just put together a little prize box. One of the items is the glow oil from Soul Body that I was rocking today. Well, not this one. I didn't use this. This is the one that I used. You will get one nicely in a package that I have not opened. And this one is the pink champagne. We will also get the angled flat top kabuki brush, so which looks like this, which is what I used to apply it. So you will get your own, not one that has touched my body, but those are going to be included in the giveaway box. I also have a couple items from Wet n Wild. I have an eyeshadow trio from them in this really pretty mauve color. This is Rose Quartz, and then also one of their liquid catsuit high shine lipsticks in the shade Chic Got Real. I get what you're doing there. And then also some skincare items from Bliss. I have the Watermelon Replenishing Watermelon Toner and also the Watermelon Reviving and De-Stressing Overnight Mask. So those are from Bliss. From EcoTools, I have one of their holiday sets that just released. This is their Cozy Complexion. So you get a sponge and then you get 3 different brushes as well. Again, part of the EcoTools holiday set. I really like the packaging on everything. And then from Buxom, this is also one of their holiday sets that came out. This is the Strike Gold. So this is the plumping lip gloss set. So you get a whole bunch of variety of glosses from Buxom Cosmetics. So that is going to be everything that is going to be in the day 4 prize box of my 25 days of giveaways. So if you want to enter this giveaway, it'll be really easy. Just make sure you're a subscriber to my channel. You might want to double check. Because YouTube unsubscribes a lot of people from my channel every single time I upload a video, which is 5 days a week. So that's a bummer. I got a message today, actually, maybe this is what put me in a mood. I got a message from someone who says she gets unsubscribed every single day, and every single day she actively has to type in my channel name to find it, resubscribe, watch my video, and the very next day she's unsubscribed. It's like, how, like, I'm so grateful for her that she keeps coming back to my channel, and that's so fantastic, but that's mind-boggling to me. Just leave a comment and include the hashtag SamSquad. So if you're watching and you weren't interested in entering the giveaway but you want to leave some sort of feedback, just don't include the hashtag and I will choose a winner from the comments that has hashtag SamSquad in there. There's bonus entries for following me on Instagram and Twitter, and again, those are in my description box because I am running the daily giveaways until the 25th, and that's it. The giveaways are open international. I'm having the daily giveaways be open for about 48 hours, and then I will comment if you win the YouTube giveaway. I'll comment and let you know that you are a winner, and also it can be helpful if you do want to leave your Instagram or Twitter handles in the comment too, because sometimes YouTube does not alert you if I leave a comment, so my winners are not getting back to me. So it's helpful if I have another area where I can contact you. So hopefully you can give me your address and all of that, because I won't want you to put that on the internet. So if you want to do that, that would be great. But you can check the description box. That will all be listed out there again as well. And I hope that you guys are excited. Thank you so much for supporting me in 2019, of course. I try to give back as often as I can. And yeah, and I like to do these 25 days of giveaway. It's fun, and it's been a lot of fun to come up with the different days and the different boxes and the different prizes and all of that. So I hope that you guys are looking forward to it. If you are, I hope that you'll give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and comment with your Sam Squad if you are interested in entering the giveaway. And other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.